Hello everybody, it's your boy the Punk Otaku Scribe, and it would seem that the WB just has a problem with the Looney Tunes. Let's talk about it. Between most recently, the classic Looney Tunes being taken off of Max, the whole debacle with Coyote versus Acme, the day the Earth blew up getting shopped around before it was eventually bought up by Ketchup Entertainment and put out in theaters, Space Jam, A New Legacy existing.
Call me P-double-L-G, step to me, he don't want no trouble.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
The IP of Looney Tunes has just been taking a beating recently, and it really doesn't make any sense. Its future kind of hangs in the balance. I don't understand what WB has against this IP that essentially has made their animation department. This franchise is the cornerstone of their animation department. When Cartoon Network was in its fledgling decade, they reran Looney Tunes ad nauseum. Now, yes, there was some recent good news that Ketchup Entertainment is looking to buy the rights to Coyote vs. Acme because The Day the Earth Blew Up was received so well. But what has me kind of confused is that a big greedy studio like Warner Brothers isn't trying to take back the distribution rights to The Day the Earth Blew Up, but rather they're looking to actually negotiate a deal to sell off another Looney Tunes property. And that just doesn't make any sense for me. Okay, yes, the film is going to get saved. That's great for that movie. The Day the Earth Blew Up got saved. Great for that movie and great for us. We get to see them. But what does that mean for the future of the Looney Tunes? So something to consider before I get to the point that I'm going to make is that The Day the Earth Blew Up is a very character-specific focused movie. There are no other Looney Tunes in it. There's Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and Petunia Pig. That's about it. That's all that they're focused on. And it's not cameo heavy either, which is a good thing. You know, you don't want your main characters to get taken away from, but it is a very character-specific focused movie. And then while Coyote vs. Acme has not been out yet, I think it's safe to assume that the main focus is going to be on Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. With him suing the Acme Corporation, which is the story of the movie, there could be some cameos here and there, but I think it stands to reason to believe that Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner are going to be the main Looney Tunes we see on screen there. So, my question is, if WB is so willing to just sell these movies off to other studios for tax write-offs or whatever they're calling it, or for whatever reason, and they see that they're doing well, but not willing to take it back, seeing that the Looney Tunes are still relevant, which they clearly are, could we see a shift where the rights of these characters kind of get scattered everywhere? You know, like the superheroes from before, where Spider-Man was owned by Sony, so the MCU couldn't feature him for like the first 3 phases, that some rights negotiations had to be done. The X-Men were over at Fox, so obviously they couldn't be part of the Marvel Universe back then either in the fledgling years. Could it be that, you know, they see, okay, you did really well with Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, you can have them. Oh, okay, you did really well with Wile E. Coyote, okay, you can have him and the Roadrunner, but we're keeping Bugs Bunny. And I think that's a possibility. I don't see WB giving up Bugs Bunny. For all intents and purposes, he's their Mickey Mouse. Could we see a day where the Looney Tunes are given to someone else entirely? And I don't mean just in distribution rights. I mean in creative control licensing wise. Could there be a future for the Looney Tunes where they are not handled by WB anymore? Most likely not, but I personally believe that it's time for that. I think by this point, what you've been doing to the franchise, what you've been doing to this IP, has been so disrespectful. Taking the classic shorts off of Max is completely unnecessary. Why are you doing that? Unless you're going to make another streaming service that is going to have all the classic stuff on it, which there's no point in that. You had one. It was called Boomerang, and you canceled it. So, quite obviously, you have something against this franchise, this IP, because it clearly can make you money. It's recognizable, and if there's one thing that Hollywood knows people love, and that Hollywood loves, it's recognizable IP, and you're squandering it. So, either you got a problem with it, or you can't afford to put it out anymore. So, I personally think that there needs to come a time where the Looney Tunes just and go to someone else that can finally handle them with care. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy talking into a microphone. I'm going to hand it off to all of you, though. What do you think should be the future of the Looney Tunes? Do you think it's time that the whole franchise just goes to someone else that is going to treat it with the respect that it deserves? Or do you think that the way things are fine? Every franchise, every IP has its rough spots, and the Looney Tunes are just in theirs right now, and eventually they will return to their former glory, like everything that's recognizable does. Let me know down in the comments. Let's talk everything cartoons, Looney Tunes, and Warner Brothers down there, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.